Welcome to number 6 in my self-celebration series. Today, I'm going to be celebrating an odd little booklet of mine that I had almost forgot about, but stumbled upon just a day or so ago when I was looking for something to read. If you'd like to know why I am on this self-celebration spree, you can find those good and worth finding out about reasons in the first video, celebrating locally. Now, there are a few good reasons why you should probably not bother following the link in the description to download the PDF version of my little collection of 7 short comic strip stories. The first is that it's free. And as everybody knows, if it's free, it must, therefore, be worthless. We all know that, don't we? A second reason to not download is that, apart from the first story, none of these scripts are illustrated. They are scripts. Scripts floating adrift in the public domain, held aloft by the hollow ache that is their own longing to find an artist of their own. They are comics that don't have any pictures yet. A third reason to not download is that the first story in the collection that is nominally illustrated by myself is, well, it's not illustrated very well at all. I thought I would attempt a nice, simple and cartoony style to see if I could illustrate my own pages without it sucking up all of the hours of my days, yet still result in something that felt satisfying to me. And no, the stories deserve a better artist than I am able to be right now. A fourth reason to not download is that in terms of writing quality, the stories, and there are only 7 of them, they don't actually start off brilliantly, though they do improve one after the other. A fifth reason to not download, hey, I can do this all day. A fifth reason to not download is that the scripts themselves are laid out in an unusual and unprofessional format. I've only been to one comics convention in my life, and at that convention I presented one of the scripts to some independent comic publisher, and he looked at the format and he said, "I can't read this," and handed it back to me like it was literally something loathsome. The cardinal sin I have committed was laying out the script in actual panels to help the reader visualize how each page would look, how it would be laid out. And the truth is, he could have read it. He could have easily read it. The truth is, he was just one of those uncreative types who managed to gain and maintain a career in the creative industry by learning the rules of the game and then smashing anybody who does have a glint of actual creativity in the face with them at every opportunity they get. But at least I'm not bitter. A sixth reason to not download, look, just don't download it, okay? Save yourself the trouble and don't download it unless you are some weird person who likes weird things. I'll just give you some of the blurb and we'll close this thing up. This celebration video isn't going at all how I was hoping. Oh, and it's got sex, violence and swearing in it. And occasional tentacles. The idea behind the comic is to dip in and out of the lives of 3 archetypal magic wielders. We have the good wizard with the white beard, the not so good necromancer with the bald head, and the powerful witch who manifests as maid, mother and hag, and epitomizes everything about womanhood that male magic wielders don't understand. What kinds of things would a character like Merlin have done when he was between adventures? What would somebody like Gandalf actually feel like as he outlives a dozen generations of mortal friends? What signs of humanity might the Wicked Witch of the West have shown if you'd caught her on a good day? What sweet nothings would a character like Saruman whisper into a lover's ear? You will find out how a feared necromancer maintains his reputation through arduous hours of preparation and misadventure. How bluff and double bluff are often more important than skill and power when facing a magical opponent. What it is like to live longer than the rest of humanity. What magical sex is like. And what age-old opponents would really like to say to each other. As far as tone is concerned, the idea is that, as in life, the ridiculous meets the sublime in an uneven manner. When we are braced for drama, we meet comedy. When we are prepared to laugh, we stumble upon a poignant moment. Whatever you do, don't download it, fall in love with it, and then take it upon yourself to illustrate it yourself. Be warned.